Do Black Americans have any friends? Do they have political allies? I mean, let's be a little bit honest here. I mean, they're over here targeting white people constantly. And then the whole Ashley Gonzalez thing came out, and then all of a sudden they want to target Latinos. Now Rick Chow was found not guilty, and then of course they want to target Asians now too, not just Chinese people but all Asian. This is something very unique to the Black American community. It's not Black Latinos saying this, it's not dark-skinned Asians saying this, it's foundational Black Americans being racist, anti-Latino, anti-Asian. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Black Americans, especially foundational Black Americans, are fucking racist.
Send the flood! Now, this man, he's Puerto Rican, and I don't know what the other flag was, but I specifically, hold the screen down and you'll be able to see his username, got up here and said that we're targeting people for reacting to the anti-blackness and the racism that we receive. Do you see the amount of gaslighting and the type of destiny swapping that these people are trying to do to Black Americans? And he specifically made a point to continuously say foundational Black Americans. So those of us without an immigrant background are racist, and we're targeting people after we're reacting. Ashley Gonzalez, are we going to act like Ashley Gonzalez didn't go on a rant saying that she was racially profiling Black people and calling us all types of N-words? And saying how she just can't stand Black people? N-words. We're going to act like that didn't happen. We're going to act like Latinos were not in the comment section saying we stand with Ashley Gonzalez. She's our queen. We don't like Black people. Are we going to act like we've not seen numerous videos of Latinos being anti-Black to other dark-skinned Latinos? So he just got up here and blatantly lied. There are Latinos right now, Afro Latinos, if you want to call them that, crying up and down the goddamn TikTok streets, talking about the mistreatment, the discrimination, the prejudice, and the anti-blackness, the social caste system, and every ethnic group that he named. They literally treat the darker skinned counterparts in their communities like pure D shit. In Asia, they promote skin lightening creams. In Southeast Asia, in the Hindi community. In Asia, if you are dark, they associate that with a lower tier, bottom class group of people. They associate that with the fact that you have to work in the fields and you're not noble. You don't have a high ranking status in society. This is why they're always walking around with umbrellas and they're fully dressed from head to toe, because they do not want their skin to get darker. There's absolutely colorism and anti-blackness in every single community that you mention. I have proof of this. I have videos. I've done content on this. There's people in these communities, and like I said, the Latinos that look closer to me always get on here and talk about how their lighter complected family treats them bad and criticize and ostracize them. What is it called? La Majera, or La Majera, La Raza. Y'all know what I'm talking about, lighten the race. Y'all treat the Afro-Indigenous people in y'all's community like trash. So don't even, we could just start there. Second of all, you talking about Mr. Chow, Rick Chow. Why did I say Mr. Chow? Fuck that man. Rick Chow unalived a 14-year-old boy in cold blood that was not stealing. And this funky dog head ass bitch is in his comment section saying, oh, he should have been raised better. Raised better? What the fuck? First of all, what do you... So we're gonna act like this boy did something to deserve that. He ran away. He was hunted down. He didn't steal anything out of those people's stores. He left out of the store and ran. He was trying to get away. What do you mean raised better? Why do everybody act like their children and everybody in their group is just so fucking perfect? And then to say that we're attacking white people, the people that literally is calling us all types of slurs, that have been burning down our communities and disenfranchising and oppressing and putting systems into place to keep us down, running around in the comment sections being extremely anti-black and racist. Y'all just want to be able to punch down on us, treat us like pure D shit, like a subhuman class of people, while you constantly are parasitic toward us, using us as a host, usurping resources and funds from our community, stealing our social currency. You want us to just let you do all of this and disrespect us and fucking kill our kids in cold blood, call us all types of racial slurs, target us, racially profile us, and not have any type of reaction. That's what this is all boiling down to. And y'all are trying to destiny swap and make it seem like you're the ones that have been oppressed. You're the ones that's experiencing racism. We don't own any systems in which we can oppress you or systemically keep you at the bottom. We cannot be or enact racism toward you. Can we discriminate or be prejudiced? Yes.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. As you know, I'm your host and presenter Internalized Stories. It's always important for us to, call out some things that doesn't make sense at all. So there's this Latin American man who is out there trying to tell black people that, the world does not revolve around you and nobody gives a damn about you. Well, we have a problem with that. The reason why black people have a problem with this is because what you're trying to do, you're trying to gaslight black people. For the longest time, the things that you're trying to describe is the things that folks that looks like you does them. For so many times, black people have always tried to warn you about doing some things, but you end up turning against black people. You end up being anti-black. So you're telling black people that the world doesn't revolve around them or people don't care about black people. How does that concern black people? Black people said what they felt about everything that was going on. And if that you have a problem with that, then you are part of the problem. And I think that should be addressed. Black people are not going out there trying to bother anybody. When they're boycotting any other person's business, they're boycotting them because of the disrespect. I think before coming in a platform and talking about some things, you need to do some little research. The reason why black people are boycotting Asian businesses is because there have been rising tensions that has been going on. First, the anti-blackness in the Asian community. Not forgetting, for the recent case, something that happened 3 years ago when a 14-year-old boy was shot dead. So what does this all tell you when black people start boycotting all the other businesses? How does that affect you? So you're getting here trying to lecture black people and trying to remind them how people don't give a damn about them. People don't give a damn about you as a Latin American. I don't know what's your opinion in regards to this, because you are also part of the problem. You are also one of those people that still sees black people as people who are retards. You stereotypically see black folks as retards. And at the end of the day, you think that black people ain't shit. And let me tell you something that you need to know. Black people, for the longest time, they have played crucial roles. They have played important roles, even in making you stand and speak from where you're talking from. It is black folks that fought for everything that you today, and even the platform that you can have today, trying to address black people on things that they already know. Nobody cares about what you think. Nobody cares about what you think, especially when you wake up in the morning and the best thing you can do is talk negatively about a person. Is talk negatively about a group of people that only tried to add their voices in regards to things that, they're not okay of. So if black people boycotting Asian businesses really touched you, then you have a problem. Or probably you're affected economically, right? Or probably your shop has just been abandoned. Or probably you're not receiving customers the way you used to be. Now you think that's the right time to go and leave all your stress towards black people. All those gaslightings that you're trying to give black folks, we already see you. We already see where you're going with them. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to give you a chance to also see what this dude got to say in regards to this. As you know, I'm your host and presenter Internalized Stories, and thank you for taking your time in watching this video so that we can all get to have a discussion in regards to this. So let's watch the video. I'll be back with my thoughts and commentaries in regards to this. Stay tuned. I'll be back.
You motherfuckers are mad that we finally started matching energy. Reactive abuse happens when people are being abused by their partners to defend themselves. Are we going to use this in this scenario as just us defending ourselves against you people? This typically happens after the victim has been pushed to the limit by the abusive partner. It can happen after years of emotional abuse or gaslighting. This is what we've been experiencing. This is reactive abuse, and we're not even abusing y'all. We're not even in the streets beating y'all's ass. That's not happening. Not yet. So to get up here and say these disgusting things and to say we have no allies, we never had allies. When have you all ever stood beside us? I'll wait. Now, are there pockets of you on an individual level? Absolutely. There's people from every race, every culture that I fuck with. But collectively, we've always been on our own. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Talking about FBA. Child, we gonna have a live about this later. Because what?
I don't know how many more situations like the Rick Child situation needs to happen in order for black people to realize you don't have any allies. You don't. These people don't care about us. All right? They're going to choose their own group of people, even when they know that their own group of people is wrong in a situation. We shouldn't be supporting their businesses. We shouldn't be using our voices to advocate for these people because nobody ever does the same for us. And y'all want to be buddy-buddy with everybody. Stop. Just stop. How many times does history have to repeat itself in order for you to realize nobody cares about you? Like, what's the next situation that's going to happen? Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be another situation, a few months from now, that's going to happen with somebody else. I mean, just history keeps repeating itself, bro. I'm not speaking up for no other group of people because these group of people will never speak up for us, and they not our friends. And a lot of these other races of people, they assimilate to whiteness every time. They show you who they are every time. You don't have any allies. Point blank, period.
I think some of y'all thought that Mexico was off limits for me. No, Mexico can also get it. Mexico erased Afro-Mexicans for 500 years. And screw TikTok. In my personal life, whenever I want to talk about Afro-Mexican culture in the United States, I have to find a Black American. Because Mexican Americans don't know shit about Afro-Mexican culture.
Do Black Americans have any friends? Do they have political allies? I mean, let's be a little bit honest here. I mean, they're over here targeting white people constantly. And then the whole Ashley Gonzalez thing came out, and then all of a sudden they want to target Latinos. Now Rick Chow was found not guilty. And then of course they want to target Asians now too. Not just Chinese people, but all Asian. This is something very unique to the Black American community. It's not Black Latinos saying this. It's not dark-skinned Asians saying this. It's foundational Black Americans being racist, anti-Latino, anti-Asian. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Black Americans, especially foundational Black Americans, are fucking racist.
The Black community now is calling for more Asian hate because Asian store owner Rick Chow.
No, we are not calling for anti-Asian hate. We are calling for a boycott. Boycott and anti-Asian hate are two separate things. Hating on Asians would mean black people going out there and committing acts of violence against Asian people. Boycotting Asian businesses means that black people will not be spending money at Asian stores, restaurants, nail salons, liquor stores, hair supply stores, dry cleaners, laundromats, electronic stores. Hitting you economically, that's where it's going to hurt you at, not going out there and causing violence against you.
Latino and Black communities have always been like this, and we should continue staying like that. There's no reason why the two communities should be fighting, okay? We have fought next to each other, side by side, since the civil rights movement, okay? There's no time for beef on either side. We need to stand together, especially with everything that's going on right now.
Since when has the Latino and Black community ever been like this? And Latinos were not there during the civil rights movement fighting side by side with Black American people. I literally was so confused because I was like, where were Latin people when segregation was happening? Where were they? What schools did they go to? How were they represented? And then I saw Latin people coming out videos saying that they went to white schools. They fought to be categorized and classified as white. So I don't understand why y'all come up here and lie and act like y'all has been an ally for Black people. And this is not to say that some has not, but as a collective, that's just not true. A lot of you all have racism and colorism within your own Latin communities. You all have a caste system within your own Latin communities. You all don't treat Afro-Latins the right way. You all discriminate and are prejudiced toward Latinas that look like me in you all's own communities, in you all's own countries. And y'all take that same, you know, those same ideologies, those same prejudices, the same ideas and feelings. And when y'all do migrate over here, y'all bring that with you. A lot of y'all don't treat the Afro-Latins the best. Like, the Dominicans, they say the darker skin, oh, that's a Haitian, that's a Haitian. Me no black, me no black. Like, the Puerto Ricans, they don't, you can't, I'm not dark, I'm white. Like, let's stop. Y'all, it's the cap, it's the cap. It's the cap, it's the cap, it's the cap, it's the cap, it's the cap. Even y'all, even some of y'all know it. I took a screenshot of somebody, a Latino, up in your comment section. Let me post it. Look, they say, no, we have not been like this. We've been like this. Then a Latin Jesus says, no, we haven't. We have to fix the anti-blackness first. We have to fix the anti-blackness first. You have obviously not seen how bad our community is towards the Black community. Our community became comfortable in this system. She says, I agree with you, but it doesn't mean that we can't at least try. So why would you blatantly get up here and make this lying ass video, girl? You know you lie. So with that being said, do y'all feel, what do y'all think? Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Why on earth would you be under the impression that Black people don't boycott white businesses? Are you being for real? I'm not even about to sit here and give you a history lesson. I'll just give you a really simple, most recent one. The Target boycott. That just was what, the beginning of this year into last year? Believe me when I say, if Black people could boycott white businesses, like, as a whole, we would. It's just pretty much impossible. Whiteness is just so ingrained in America. Like, they own damn near everything. Like, you know, it's kind of impossible. And when Black people did try to just have our own shit, every single time they burned it down to force us to have to buy from them. Whereas boycotting Asian businesses, you don't really run into that same problem. You could easily just not support them. Me personally, I'm definitely participating in the boycott. I'll be going back eventually, not sure when, but as of right now, I do have to show some solidarity for my boy Cyrus. It just is what it is.
Truth be told, now I see reasons why even Latinas are beginning to say stuff about Black Americans. Now I see the reason why. Right? The whole reason behind any little thing, you just see Asians and all of them bring out the pew trying to, I've seen it. They just said it clearly in this video. We've seen that. The reason will shock you. How wicked can the heart of a man be? To be honest, like, oh my God, to the extent that these people keep saying that Black Americans have no allies. Of course, we know. We know. You don't have to say it. We know. But the reason why it's painful while you say it is because you are the one saying it. We like it when we say that we don't have allies, but we don't want somebody else to tell us we don't have no allies, because Black people paid the price for you to be here. They paid all the price for you to have the beautiful life you're enjoying right now. What do they get for it in return? All of this. Anyways, let's keep watching these videos. Right, I have a whole lot more to say at the end of this video. Please stay tuned and watch these videos. The whole boycott is still going on. A whole lot of things are happening right now. Some I'm not even happy with them. But let's keep watching anyways. I'll be back. Keep watching and subscribe. Let's go.
I keep telling y'all, these Asian, these Hispanic, these Latino people are not our allies. These people only want to police and benefit off the fruit of black people's labor. This Ricky Chow verdict, the Hispanic and Latino community overwhelmingly voting for Trump. These people are not our allies, gang. Black Americans are by themselves. Stop trying to build with these people. I don't give a fuck if you fucking one of them. They don't care. The fact that you're fucking one of them is exactly why they are so comfortable playing in your faces. Cause they'll tell and try to police black people's reactions. But when the shit, when a pot gets too hot to sit in, they are grouping up and moving as a unit. They'll tell black people how to protest against Asians, Hispanic, and Latinos while holding racist and anti-black rhetoric. I would die on this hill. I don't give a fuck.
You will never be white. As much as you, a fellow Latino, wants to be in proximity to whiteness, you will never be white. You will never be chosen in that way. As much as you think that you are better than undocumented Latinos because your family came here the right way, or because you're second generation or third generation, or because you either forgot or unaware of the foundation of this country and the fact that immigrants from Europe came here, stole the land from indigenous people, and then literally stole people, and forced them to be slaves, forced them to do labor. So when you think that you want to be in proximity to whiteness because you consider yourself better, think about that. Think about that there is internalized racism in our own community, how there is anti-blackness in our own community, how there is colorism in our own community. Think about those things, because no human being is better than the other because they think that because they have papers that they are better than another human being. A human being is a human being. There is no alien. There is no illegal when it comes to the world, okay? So let me remind you that you will never be white. Oh my gosh, who said that? Who said it? Who said that?
Latinos have a stake in this conversation because we're not asking for anything that we didn't work for. And to that point, I want to talk about power a little bit, right? Because I think sometimes when we're worried about our benefits or worried about cuts, we forget about the power of our community. 1 in 5 people in the United States today is Latino. Latinas represent the largest portion of the female workforce in the United States. But we still only make 54 cents on the dollar for what a white male earns. 58 cents if you're talking about a full-time worker. But how many Latinas with all their caregiving responsibilities can work full-time all the time? Not a lot. But what does that mean when it comes to retirement? That means that if we're only making half of what a white male earns, then we're only going to earn a small percentage of that for our Social Security, right? So the average Latina in retirement over 65 makes less than $14,000 a year, receives $14,000 a year from their Social Security. That's not enough to live on.
If I hear one more person say that Asians learned anti-blackness from white supremacy, I'm going to scream. They did not. They did not learn anti-blackness from any European, any white person. No, they did not. They were already anti-black because that's their culture. That's their way. That's always been their way. Okay? The reason why in the United States of America, they side with, and across the globe, they side with white people. Well, white supremacist white people, is because it's close to what they already believe. So a white person did not, oh my gosh, go and teach them anti-blackness. They were already anti-black. So please stop saying, oh, they're running up, oh, they learned it from, oh, they're doing this because white people taught them to. White people didn't teach them crap. They were already like that. Okay? So white folks ain't in this. White folks are not in this. This matter is
Asians. Mr. Child and what that hear me out man said who deleted his account. Yeah, that. This ain't got nothing to do with white folk.
Stop Asian Hate is starting to feel like an anti-black model minority dog whistle. A 14-year-old black kid named Cyrus Carmack Belton has been murdered by a Chinese man. Shouldn't we be saying Black Lives Matter instead? So many people have come into my comments being like, I'm so worried about my safety as an Asian person now. Or like, how dare black people boycott our businesses, as if a boycott is actually going to be something violent. 70 to 90% of the hate crimes against Asian Americans have been perpetrated by white people. You know that, right? And the ones that are committed by black people are replayed over and over and over again on the news because that's what fits their narrative. And let me ask you again, why are you using the death of an innocent black kid to cry and make it all about us Asians? It's giving white narcissism right now. It's almost like you model minority Asians studied a little too hard under the white people. And it's giving all lives matter. It really is. Now, do I believe that Asians should be hate crimed? No. I'm Asian. I've been hate crimed. Someone tried to dump acid on my mom during COVID. In elementary school, white kids poured mud on my clothing when I wore like traditional Chinese stuff to school. People called me freaky Chinese. I know what Asian hate feels like. And the general sentiment that I'm seeing from the black community right now is not Asian hate. It's self-preservation. There has been some racism from some of them toward Asians, but the way that y'all are talking about it, you're like really leaning into the negative stereotypes about black people by painting them as so dangerous when it was one of their children that got shot dead. Stop Asian Hate started feeling mainstream and neoliberal as soon as Joe Biden gave us our Stop Asian Hate bill when black people got nothing. Yeah, we got a bill about it. If you're so worried, go ask the white people to protect you. Now, to be fair, racism against Asians is still a huge problem, okay? I'm not saying I want us to be hate crimed. I'm just saying that the phrase Stop Asian Hate has lost its meaning, and this is a very weird time for some of you to be concerned about that.
Ooh, y'all supposed to be boycotting? But I'm gonna go out, yeah. You supposed to be boycotting. Lonely out there on that ledge, ain't it? But y'all supposed to be protesting. Don't mind la die. Don't mind la die. Because at the end of the day, blacks are not gonna stop supporting Asians. Asians are not gonna stop fucking with blacks, whether you non-black Asian or a black Asian, whatever the hell the case may be. So just get over all the race war crap. Everybody's feelings are hurt on both sides, but y'all blame all Asians for what one person did, and that's not right. And there's your proof. That's in every city. That's not just that one place. That's in every city. Nobody is on that. Get over it and stop with the fake ass selective outrage because nobody gives a fuck. Kusiyaro. Also, could you translate what you said? No, I'm going to tell you what you tell us. You tell us when we come here, we need to learn how to speak your language. Well, if you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about on my videos, you learn how to speak mine. You go figure out what I said.
Cardi B saying that if it wasn't for black people, Hispanics or Latinos wouldn't be living comfortably in the United States, it's a bull of crap. Because you're talking about the same black people who campaigned to have us deported all last year.
Here we go.
Said we're going to sit this one out. We owe our comfortability to them. And I'm sorry, but the only people who Latinos and Hispanics, illegal immigrants or any kind of immigrants owe their comfortability to is to the hard work that they put in. Because black people are not going out and working for me and giving me their paycheck. That's white people who you're referring to. That's the race that enslaved them. That got nothing to do with us. And Hispanics earn their money. They wake up early, go out, work, and earn their money. That's who they owe their comfortability to, their hard work. But saying that Hispanics or Latinos owe their comfortability here in the United States to black people when they're actively campaigning to have us get kicked out.
That's a lie. Now, why would he sit up here and tell that fat face on lie that black people are actively campaigning to get Latinos kicked out of the United States of America? Why do people just get on the internet and lie like a Persian rug? Like, that's a lie. And at the end of the day, when Cardi B said that, she was referencing the fact that black Americans fought and lobbied and literally was unalived, hosed down, bit up by dogs, literally got their rights stripped away, not their rights, got their homes taken away from them, lost their jobs, just even trying to register to vote for certain things. during the civil rights movement, in order to end Jim Crow, they also implemented the nationality and immigration law. How is that going over? Well, he seems kind of slow, so I can't even. But that's what she was talking about. And I think a lot of people don't understand that we tamed a beast. We low-key, high-key tamed a beast that was the pale-faced monster from not even the days of old. Like, their offsprings are very much still walking around, living and doing foul shit, but not blatantly and like out in the public assembling lynch mobs, running down on people. The fact that we have civil liberties and civil rights, and we have unions, and we could get workers' comp, like a whole lot of things is a byproduct of the civil rights movement. Even women in general, white women too, being able to have rights as a collective is because of the Civil Rights Act and civil rights laws. Like, I don't think people, like, y'all really don't understand how deep it goes. Like, legit. You, even as a Latino, you're considered a person of color. They had a cap on how many of you all could migrate here. Because of us, those types of things were outlawed. And that's why it's millions upon millions of y'all over here in 2026. We literally cracked down on workplace discrimination. Like, y'all really don't get how y'all able to come here, successfully work, go to school, and be successful. How that really ties into the work of Black Americans. And I'm not even talking about just the fact that we damn near built the damn country. We very much so contributed to the economic base of this country. Like, culturally, we helped to make this country a superpower. Culturally, all of our innovations and inventions has added to the fabric, the very fabric of the United States of America. Like, this is one of the littest countries in the world because of us too. I mean, it's not to say that, you know, the pale face, the people that we was right beside ain't contribute, but we are literally the fucking source and the source. Don't ever get it twisted. Spread love, and nobody who Black Americans, y'all was lobbying and campaigning to deport Latinos. Just because we said we're sitting this one out doesn't mean that we were literally trying to get y'all deported. I just uploaded a video of a white couple in Maryland that literally had Latinos doing their roof work and then literally calling ICE. Majority of people that's calling ice cream truck men on y'all are white. Y'all don't never have the smoke for white people. We not out here picketing outside to get y'all deported. That's a lie. Y'all always trying to scapegoat us for everything. That is a blatant lie. Saying we're gonna sit this one out does not mean that we're trying to get you deported. We just don't want to be a part of something that's not, we ain't got nothing to do with. A lot of you all are anti-black. Not all, but just your culture alone. Y'all practice whitening of the race. Y'all look down on people that's dark skinned, that's Hispanic and Latino, and y'all owns countries. Y'all have a caste system. Like, I've heard terrible stories of Afro-Latinos crying about how they was treated by their own family members because of the color of their skin. So let's not even, anyways, I'm leaving. Spread love is the working way, because we was trying to get y'all to put, like, it gets to a point.
I worked for those Asian businesses you guys are boycotting, and I say go do it. Not even getting into how I was fired over not being suitable for a receptionist job, even though I have community organizing underneath my belt. The person who trained me said that mixed people and light skins have a different culture altogether from darker Black people. And when I said, how do you figure that? She said, well, they just act different. They act different. I was like, no, they don't. I was like, I think I would know. I am biracial. I think I would know. And she like tried to keep it going, and I put my head down and I ignored her. I also heard them complain about Black customers being difficult after they had to deal with like 10 Karens in a row. Like, you guys might want to boycott.
So Latinos are blaming Black people for them getting deported, saying we are not standing up for them. This says, but why isn't my Black community standing up for you like us Latinos did for BLM? We stood up for you in the voting booth, where it counted, where it mattered. 92% of Black women voted against this situation. 80% of black men voted against this situation. And you got the nerve and the audacity when you go and look at the numbers for Latino men and women, how they voted. And I promise you, they didn't vote nowhere near the levels we voted. And now you have the nerve and the audacity to blame us. You got the nerve to be coming at black women in the community. You got the nerve. We told you there were multiple black creators that told you guys that it wasn't just illegals that were going to get deported who had criminal records. You thought they wasn't going to come for my husband, son, daughter, Abuelita, Tio, because they haven't committed any crimes. They just over here living a carefree, safe, non-criminal life. They snatching y'all up too. And we told you that they would, and you did not believe us. And you made a bad decision. So wear it. Suffer in silence. Wear it. Do not blame anybody else. Look at your own community around you. And the rights that you do have, we were the ones. Our ancestors paid for those rights. The 1965 Civil Rights Act, we paid for those. Dogs were let loose on us. We were unalived. We were imprisoned. We went through Jim Crow where we couldn't even eat or go to the same movie theater or the bathroom or drink out of the same water fountain. We went through chattel slavery for hundreds of years, but this is our fault? How dare you? And I have love for Latino men and women. I have love for that community. Lots of friends. Lots of people I've done business with. But don't you dare come at us in this community when we told you what was going to happen. Suffer in silence. Wait another 2 years, vote in the midterms, and then wait another 4 years and vote right in the next election. But how dare you blame us?
Why are they so quiet? Where's Black Lives Matter? Where's the NAACP? Where's Al Sharpton telling us to boycott all these Asian stores in these black communities? Yeah, that's their customer core base is black communities. How come he not telling us to boycott them until they go out of business? That'll have more impact than boycotting Target. And did Target delete any black kids? But Asians, they seem like they racking up a track record, right? But never telling us to boycott these Asian stores. They mighty quiet. Now let the Chow family bend the Mike Michelson family or something like that. Then you'll hear them outside because it supports the agenda that they're pushing. Right? And how come they not calling Sean Kent a sellout? Right? He's telling him he's a sellout, right? They'll tell you a sellout if you oppose a party, if you support an opposing party. Yeah, they hired him. Look, we're not racist. We got a black lawyer. Oh yeah, they're not racist. They didn't kill the kid because he's black. They didn't delete the kid because he's black. They got a black lawyer, and this dude is so cooned out. They'll delete him like they did Cyrus. Let him pull up in their store and not check in with the cashier. They gonna follow you out too, homie, and put two in your back. But yeah, these black organizations, these so-called black leaders, when it's time to show up, where they at, right? When it's time to push a political agenda, when they want to condemn you or talk down to you or belittle you because you're not supporting the political party they want you to support, they'll show up. When it comes to white people deleting black people, they'll show up. Well, almost definitely when it comes to a police officer deleting a black person, they're going to show up because there's money in it. But when it comes to these situations like this, right, this is racist. Right? You're supposed to be fighting racism regardless of who it's coming from. This is a racist act. They quiet.
Boycotting Asian businesses isn't the primary way to bring about change. Before you come at me, black people, please listen to the rest of this post. But first, I have to address the Asians. Asians, did you know your fear and hatred of black people isn't your own? You've been brainwashed. Well, more accurately, your great-great-great-granddaddy has been brainwashed. But I'll get into that history lesson. First, current statistics. Did you know most violent crimes committed are by people of the same race? Meaning white on white crime. Hispanic people against Hispanic people, black people against black people, Asians against Asians. The only exception to this are Native Americans. They tend to not go around hurting each other. However, Asians, do you know what the most violent group towards you is race-wise outside of yourselves? It's not black people. Let me give you a moment. It's white people in the form of hate crimes. So why are you so scared and fearful of black people then? Well, let me tell you, because your granddaddy wanted to come over here and they said, bet, but you have to work. You have to like own your own business. They said, no problem. So they went to the bank and they said, may we get a loan? We want to open up a business in this neighborhood. And the bank said, you're not opening up a business in our white neighborhood, whatever they called Asians at that time. But guess what? We will give you a loan though, but you have to open up in this neighborhood. Black communities. And that is why, to this day, there's so many Asian restaurants, beauty supply stores, nail salons in Black neighborhoods, because they gave them loans to open up there. And then the government or power who be said, we are going to call them the model minority because look how hardworking they are. Not only are they hardworking, they own businesses in neighborhoods where lazy, blah, 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 Black people don't have themselves. And you guys brought into it. Well, your great, great, great granddaddy did. And what they left out was, but we gave you loans to do that where we wouldn't give them to the Black people who live in that neighborhood. And that is why you own businesses when they don't. It's not that they don't want to work. It's not that they didn't want to open up their own shops. It's that they couldn't get the loan to do so, whereas you did. And when you didn't get it from the bank, you went to your own country and got loans as well, which, you know, we were kind of stolen. We don't have that kind of connection back at home anymore. So we were out. So that is how you got to believe you were better than everybody else. Not true. You had a leg up. And that just trickles down. And why is that, matter today? Because your granddaddy believed it, told your granddaddy, who told your granddaddy, who told Rick Chow, who told Andy, who chased Cyrus out of that convenience store after he stood there and calmly was accused of stealing and told them no 2 times and then just walked out. And Andy chased him, knowing he didn't steal anything, not knowing there was a gun on him, chased him for the length of a football field plus, and then unalive that boy. Kid, child, 14-year-old. All because of what happened when this country was set up. And why is this relevant? Now I'm talking to my Black people again, with the Asians and all our allies, because re-education is also needed. If you want to boycott, let's boycott. You see my hair, it's natural, it's 4C. I don't care. I can braid it myself. I can drive an extra 30 minutes to go get the hair from a Black-owned shop. That is not a problem. However, education is important. And I used this illustration before on another video. In the game of chess, the Black pieces and the white.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great. From wherever you're watching this video, again, I'm your host and presenter Agent Stories, and I just want to say thank you for all those who are always tuning in, watching my videos, man. I'm really grateful for the support that you all are giving me. I just want to say something. You might think that you are addressing Black people, but little did you know that you are addressing yourself. You are exposing your problems. And that's just something which is wrong with you. That's just something that is wrong with you, that you need to know, that you need to understand. Because Black people complaining about anti-racism, this is something that has been going on for a long time now. So I don't see any meaningful reason as to why you should stand out there, start calling Black people things that they don't even care about. We are not focusing on you. I think it's high time Black people start focusing on themselves, because the plan for you want us to not stay focused. You want Black people to keep on focusing on what you're doing. You want Black people to keep talking to you, talking about you, going back and forth. Black people are not scared of you. And if you want to do anything crazy, then it's high time you do it. Because ain't nothing Black people have not seen. These are a group of people that have seen so many things, and you cannot threaten them with that. What you want to say or what you want to tell them, you cannot. Like, you feel me? You cannot. So brothers and sisters, please let me know what y'all think about this, right? I didn't have much to say, but honestly, this is gaslighting of the highest order. So let me know what y'all think about this, right?